Hello YouTube, and today I'm just going to be doing a really simple web browser. So anyway, first thing I want to do, just want to open, it's on Visual Basic 2010. It should work on 2008 as well. So this is kind of for beginners. So yeah, anyway, you're going to open Visual Basic and you're just going to click on New Project. And make sure it's on Windows Forms application and just name it. So, God, YouTube. Oh, the other thing I'm going to be showing you is just how to make it into an exe file with an icon as well. So oh my god, YouTube simple web browser. Okay, so when you've named it, you just can click OK and wait for it to load. So now the first thing you're going to do, I recommend this anyway, is making the size, your screen resolution, just cutting out your taskbar. So just down here. So how you're going to do that is simple. If you have maybe something like Camtasia Studio, like the recorder, if I just show you here, no, if I just open a new one, Camtasia recorder. Oh no, I can't do that. But what you can do is you can maybe get. I have another one, I think. So maybe a screen recorder, such as HyperCam 3. I'm not going to screen record, but as you can see, if you click on region and you just use this all the way down to your taskbar, as you can see, it's 920 by 1040. So I'm just gonna cross that out. So down here at the size, you're just gonna put in 1920. Sorry, 19 by 1040. Okay, and if you debug that and just bring it up so it's on the screen, as you can see, that's just yeah, that's kind of fine. I'm just gonna make it about 1035 actually, because just make sure, because it was a little bit over, but it doesn't really matter. But what this does is when you open it up and maybe resize your web browser, there won't be space on the form where like nothing's happening. So if you put a web browser there, and so it fills up, if you say had like 300 by 300 like it was before, and you put a web browser on it, if you then debugged it without docking it and tried to resize it, there'd be spaces around the web browser of which like there's nothing there. So anyway, let me just quickly see something. Yeah. So anyway, first thing I'm gonna do is add buttons. So I'm gonna go up and you're just gonna get a button. Okay. Now I recommend, I think it's, so you need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So about 6 buttons. So anyway, you're gonna put the two next to each other. The first two are gonna be back and forward. Now, the next thing you're going to do, before you do the buttons, you're going to add a text box in. So it's just down here. Just going to put that nicely there and make it quite a big length or width or whatever you want to call it. But leave a little bit of space. Then you're going to add a third button. And this button you want to call Go. Actually, hold on. Also add a label. Find the label. Wherever that is now. Don't know where it is. Oh, there it is. And just put that slightly in front of the. Oh God. text box just in the buttons and label that URL with a colon. Then you can, oh no, God. Then you can just need to get it right. I think that's right. Just do that. Here you can put the button. Okay, then you're going to add another label. And you're going to label that Google with a colon. And that's just going to go next to the, oh god, I keep forgetting stuff. Hold on, move the go right over and all of this again. You're going to put, and the URL as well, you're going to put one, you're going to put another 3 buttons in here. Sorry, this is a mess. Yep, and that one. Then you're going to put the URL. Then you're going to put the text box. Okay, now you probably will want to resize the text box. That's probably a bit big now, but you can put the go there. Now coming back to these buttons, you want to rename this one home. You want to have this one as stop, and this one as refresh, and obviously that one is go. Now I miscounted the amount of buttons that you'll need, but you can just put the put this back. Okay, so you need another text box and another button. So I just put a text box there and a button there. So you can put the text box in there and just make that a bit bigger, and then put the button in there and rename the button search, and just do that. Okay, so now what you're gonna do, and then what the last thing you're gonna do is you're gonna go down and go onto Webbrowser, and then you're just going to fill this up as much as you can. Okay, and just fill it up all the way over here. And then all the way down here. Okay, so now if you just debug that, what you can do is obviously you can see all of them, but what you should be able to do, can't resize great, but at least like the web browser kind of works. So yeah, anyway, like you may want it, as it's hard to do that, you may want it as a fixed dialog. So you can go to full border style and go on to fixed dialog, and if you do that, you can't resize it. You can maximize it and minimize it, That's only as much as you can analyze it. But I recommend actually doing that. So anyway, and I don't think if you do that, no. All right. So once you've done that, we need to go on to the coding. So, also you may want to just name text simple YouTube web browser. Anyway, next what you're going to do is you're going to double click on the top of the form and it will say private sub form1.load. Here you're going to put Webbrowser1 dot navigate, and then you're just going to put in a speech mark, and you're going to put the address of the website you want as your homepage. So that is, for me, is just going to be www.google.co.uk and close the thingies. It will automatically put brackets around them, so you don't need to worry about that. Now you're going to go back to your design and you're going to double click on back. Now this is just simply Webbrowser1 dot back, go back. Okay. Then the next one forward is just going to be Webbrowser1 dot go forward. And then the next is going to be home, which is going to be Webbrowser1 dot go home. Stop is going to be Webbrowser1 dot stop. Refresh is going to be Webbrowser1 dot refresh. And now you're going to go to go. This is a little bit harder. It's still quite easy. Just going to go Webbrowser1 dot navigate, and you're just going to put brackets, and you're going to put text box 1 dot text, and you can close the brackets. Next, you're going to go to the Google search. You're going to double click on that. But what we need to do is we need to go to Google and just say search something like hi in Google. And then what you're going to find is, if you go to the little link, there's a little equals and then there's what you typed in. Anyway, you're just going to copy and paste up to what you typed in. So I'm just going to go here. So you can copy and paste that. But anyway, going back to here, it's just going to be Webbrowser1 dot navigate. Then it's going to be brackets. You're going to put speech mark, and you're going to control paste that link. You're going to then close the speech marks. You're going to have a space and add then text box 2 dot text and close brackets. Now that is basically it. If you just debug that now, just make it a bit bigger. As you can see, when it loaded, it went straight to google.co.uk. If I then went up to the URL and put youtube.com, hit go, as you can see that's here. I can press back and forward, home. Now stop does work, but there's nothing to stop, so it's not going to do anything. Refresh URL. So now Google search, so if I put test and click search, you can see it works. So anyway, now the next thing we need to do is you just need to make sure you've debugged it. Alright, need to make sure you've done that, because now we want to, yes, we do want to stop, cancel. What we want to do now is we want to make it into an exe file with a with an icon. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to Google again, and you're just going to type in icon archive and click on the first link, and you're just going to search up the icon you want. So I'm just going to put internet, click search, and I'm say going to go just for a plain one like this. You're going to hover over it and you're going to click ICO. It'll download just here, and I'll go back to VB. And as we've got a fixed dialog, we can't put an icon up there, but you don't need to worry about that for the moment. Anyway, you need to make sure you've debugged it by clicking that little green arrow and closed it again. Now once you've done that, you're going to go File, Save All, and you're going to name it, going to put it somewhere, and click Save. Then, just to make sure, you're going to debug it once more, click Close, and then you're going to just click and that'll be fine. You can just click save form1.vb, just this little one here, which just save it again. Now you can obviously close it. Now you're going to go into your project by mine's automatically saved in Documents, Visual Studio 2010 projects, and then I've got mine here. So YouTube Simple Web Browser. You're going to click again YouTube Simple Web Browser, and up comes this. You're going to go into bin. Oh no. Not by bin, and I don't mind. I think normally it's debug. So now what you want to find is the one with this little icon here, the little blue and white thing here. If you double click on that, oh god, I've got this thing. I'll quickly pause it while. Oh no, it's fine. Okay, so it'll run. As you can see, I've got my web browser here. So what you want to do now is you just want to right click, copy, and just paste it somewhere. I'm just going to put it on my desktop. Okay, now we need to find a way to change the icon, because if we go into properties, no way to change any of the icons. I don't think there is, no. So nothing in here. So what you need to do is you need to download a program called Resource Hacker, I think. Yeah, Resource Hacker. Go on to Google, just type in Resource Hacker, okay, and click enter. I'm just going to click on the one Angus Johnson, or you can go onto the Internet Downloads. This is the main website. Anyway, you're going to go down. It has stopped being developed, as you can see, but you're just going to go down and develop the latest version when it stopped, and you can click on the setup file. You're going to install it, and then you're going to run it. So mine is just in here. Okay, so this is my Resource Hacker. First thing you're going to do is you're going to go File, Open, and you're going to go to Desktop or wherever you did it. So YouTube Simple Web Browser here. Now what you're going to do is you're going to bring down icon, and there'll be a couple of numbers, or maybe 4 or 5 or 6, I don't know. And you're just going to click on any of the numbers. I'm just going to go to the top one, makes sense. And you're going to click on this little cog. Now up comes the icon that we've got. Then you're going to go on to Action, and you're going to go Replace Icon. Open File with New Icon. And here you're going to go to the icon that you downloaded earlier. Which is, I can find it. Here it is. And you're going to double click on it. Now, obviously, it's come up here, and you're just going to click Replace. And now that's come up. Next, you're going to go File and Save As. Then you're going to go back to wherever you want. I'm just going to save it in my actual exe file folder. And I'm going to put YouTube Simple Web Browser. I'm going to go into it, and I'm going to call it YouTube Simple Web Browser. Now this is really important. You have one. Now the most important thing is that you put .exe at the end, otherwise it won't work. then you're going to click save, and you're going to close Resource Hacker. I'm just going to quickly put this into a folder that I want. Anyway, so now if you go in, I've got the one that I saved. I think that's, oh, I've just put new. But as you can see, it's got the new icon just there compared to that. And if I go in, this stupid thing. Okay, so I've just stopped it, and there we are. We've got our browser, and yes, it works fine. If I did put in a high like quite a lot of content on it, like msn.co.uk, if I clicked go and then click stop, as you can see, it stopped. And I click go again, it will continue. And this does actually have Flash Player, which really does surprise me. I don't think it did, but I mean, I will be making some more advanced ones. Oh god. Oh, I will be making some more advanced ones that you may actually want to use as your default web browser. What the hell is this? No. Anyway, so yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.